Live from the Winstead Real Estate and Land Company broadcast booth, this is Charger Softball on Sports 731 Network and the Westview Charger Athletic Facebook page. Our game day sponsors today for this softball contest are Precision Auto Body First Response Security Services. Other sponsors will be Wendell Alexander Realty, the Hawks Nest Sports Venue, First Response Security Services, Skyhawk Rentals, ARS Roofing, American Roofing Soft Wash, Weekly Ford Nissan, Dynamics Physical Therapy, West Tennessee Public Utilities, Tux Discount Sales, Precision Auto Body of Martin, and Premier Furniture. These fine folks, and we'll tell you, some of them are bringing you strikeouts, some of you the pregame show, and of course the pregame show is brought to you by Wendell Alexander Realty and the Hawks Nest Sports Venue. Elimination game today, Westview and Gibson County both playing for their lives to advance in this tournament. This is District 12 AA softball, and it will be a very interesting game. We've got some starting lineups, and of course First Response Security Services bring you the starting lineups, but here's what we don't have on them. The lineups that we have to go and take pictures sometimes to get the lineups, and they didn't have the positions filled in, so we'll fill those in via Game Changer and a couple of other things. Stay with us. We're going to bring you the best coverage. The wind is really whipping up, and I bet you can tell if you're listening to this broadcast and watching it. And the flag is straight out, and it is blowing hard. I'll check the wind speed. We got the best crew we could have. Ryan's on camera. Dean Elliott producing, directing, and solving all kinds of problems. He may even make the wind stop blowing before the game's over. But anyway, we're going to take our first time out from the Winstead Real Estate Land Company broadcast booth. And remember, this is Sports 731 and West Tennessee Charger Athletic Facebook page. Sports 731, the leader in sports here in West Tennessee.
Cold mornings, hot showers. Wet jeans, warm dryers. West Tennessee Public Utility District has you covered with natural gas water heaters and dryers for sale. No big box chaos, just local, reliable, energy-saving comfort. Call 731-986-8289 to find your perfect match. WTPUD, where comfort meets community.
Ready to transform the heart of your home? Come to Tux in Martin, Tennessee. At Tux, our design team is here to help you create a kitchen that fits your style, your family, and your everyday life. From modern cabinets and stunning countertops to lighting, hardware, and all the finishing touches, you'll find everything you need in our large showroom with products you can take home today to jumpstart your project. You bring the ideas, and we'll bring the experience. Schedule your free design consultation today, only at Tux in Martin, Tennessee.
Skyhawk Rentals offers a versatile management style covering both residential and commercial properties, as well as offering combined sales and property management services. If you're an owner looking to address your real estate and property management needs, we're it. If you're a tenant in need of an affordable space to live and work, we'll help you find your nest. As the largest property management company in the area, we'll work hard to meet your needs and provide superior customer service. To find out more, call Skyhawk Rentals at 731-587-2937 or stop by 224 South Lindell Street today.
In the world of sports, precision and excellence define champions. Dynamics Physical Therapy is dedicated to enhancing athletic performance and preventing injuries by serving schools and their athletes. Elevate your game with Dynamics. Visit dynamics.life to learn more.
We're broadcasting live from the Winstead Real Estate and Land Company broadcast booth. This is Charger Baseball on Sports 731. Actually, it's softball today. Had baseball yesterday. We'll have more baseball possibly Friday. But this is softball on Sports 731 and the Westview Charger Athletic Facebook page. Game day sponsors Precision Auto Body First Response Security Services and the First Response Security Services starting lineups coming up. see if we can do the Gibson County team. Wind blowing, including, and we are outside, not in a press box today, so we'll pick up some wind noise and also blows my lineup sheets and things around. Chloe Almond will lead off for the Lady Pioneers. Andrea Chris will bat second. In the third hitting spot, Avery Owens. In the fourth hitting spot, Addie Mathis. In the fifth hitting spot will be Mary Summers. In the sixth spot, Jolie McVeigh. And you hear a little wind blowing up. In the seventh spot will be Carson Pelosi. In the eighth hitting spot will be Alexis Tate. In the ninth hitting spot, Sanaya Reeves. And we will have a flex player that we will tell you about. Flex being the extra player. That will be Avery Hart. For the Lady Chargers, and I appreciate both coaches' help with these lineups, and I wish I could write as neat as Gabby does. Gabby Campbell, the coach of the Lady Chargers, but leading off, very familiar, the senior Sarah Beth Byers. In the second hitting spot will be Kenlon Matt. The third hitting spot, Addison Wilson. Hitting fourth will be Avery. And I'm going to have to check my scorebook because of the sheet. Avery Stockton. In the fifth spot, Molly Jackson. Sixth spot, Zoe Matt. In the seventh spot, and we are just about ready to play ball. In the seventh hitting spot is Chrislyn Warren, Lexi Edmondson in the eighth spot, and in the ninth hitting spot, Emma Pruitt. And like I said, we'll have a little wind noise. Stay with us. Some great pictures, great coverage. Playing at Ripley High School's field down by their Board of Education office. High school is up on the hill about not quite a quarter of a mile, but it's a fair distance. It's more than a couple of football fields. The one part of it may be a little closer than that, but a much newer school than the Ripley High School that I played at back in the 60s. But this is it's 2026. And again, the First Response Security Service brought you the starting lineups. They'll bring you the first pitch. We're in the Wendell Alexander Realty and the Hawks Nest Sports Venue Charger pregame show. Strikeouts, Winstead Real Estate and Land Company, Fan Cam, Skyhawk Rentals, and they always have. We'll get some good shots. The stand's kind of close, intimate if you prefer that term for it, but they're very close. And top performers today that we'll be picking and giving to you at the end of the game, sponsored by ARS Roofing, American Roofing Soft Wash, and the post-game show, Wendell Alexander Realty, and the Hawks Nest Sports Venue. The sponsors bringing you all other aspects of the game, Weekly Ford Nissan, Dynamics Physical Therapy, West Tennessee Public Utilities, Tux Discount Sales, Precision Auto Body of Martin, and Premier Furniture. And it would be interesting to check and see if these are hurricane or gale force winds. I don't think they're quite that bad, but it's going to be interesting today. I know you folks back in Martin, it's 78 degrees back there. We'll try to pick up a temperature from here in Ripley. And they are telling me the wind is gusting up to 29 miles an hour. It wouldn't be a good day to go out and toast marshmallows. Don't think your fire would keep going. No burning today without permits. Now the introduction of the public address announcer, which we won't pick up. Let's take our second time out, and when we come back, we're going to be ready for exciting softball.
Come see Premier Furniture with 2 great locations in downtown McKenzie and in Union City. They've got everything to make your house feel like home. From cozy bedding to stylish dinette sets, recliners, sectionals, sofas, love seats, and more. Add the perfect touch with entertainment consoles, accent chairs, bedroom suites, and accessories to match your style. Whether you're furnishing a new space or updating your favorite room, it's well worth the drive to Premier Furniture in McKenzie and Union City. Weekly Ford Nissan has been in business for over 60 years, showcasing the complete line of Ford vehicles like Ford Mustang, Bronco, Explorer, Escape, Expedition, and Ranger, and F-150 trucks. Plus, you'll find a full line of Nissan vehicles, such as the Nissan Versa, Sentra, and Altima sedans, plus Rogue, Pathfinder, Murano, Kicks, and Frontier trucks, and a great selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Weekly Ford Nissan offers their warranty forever on all new and select pre-owned vehicles. And, of course, their complete parts and service department. Shop online at weeklyauto.com or visit 841 North Lindell Street in Martin.
Hey folks, if you're considering buying or selling your home, listen up. Winstead Real Estate and Land Company is West Tennessee's #1 choice for buying and selling real estate. From spacious family homes to large land tracts, they have the expertise to skillfully help you maneuver the market. Winstead Real Estate and Land Company is your full-service home solution, every step, every detail, all in-house. So why wait? Visit Winstead Real Estate and Land Company in Martin, Tennessee, or at winsteadrealestateandland.com, where you can always expect the very best.
Need reliable auto body repair? Turn to Precision Auto Body, your trusted family-owned shop with locations in Martin, Milan, and Dyersburg. Whether it's a small fender bender or a major collision repair, their expert team has you covered with quality work and fast service. Precision Auto Body takes pride in serving the community, and they're proud supporters of Westview Chargers athletics. So when your vehicle needs attention, trust the name that puts precision in every repair. Precision Auto Body.
Is your roof ready for anything Mother Nature throws at it? ARS Roofing has you covered. Serving West Tennessee with top-quality roofing services, ARS Roofing handles everything from minor repairs to full roof transformations, roof cleaning, and roof preservation. Call ARS Roofing at 731-636-9700 or check out their work on Facebook. Trust ARS Roofing to keep your home safe, sound, clean, and preserved. No matter your roofing needs, ARS Roofing is here for you. 731-636-9700 or online at arsroofs.com.
Your home is more than just 4 walls. It's where your family feels safe. At First Response Security, we make sure it stays that way. Our advanced security systems stop threats before they happen, giving you peace of mind, day and night. With expert local service and professional installation, protecting your home has never been easier. Monitor your home from anywhere, anytime, because your family's safety is our top priority. Call 731-885-2844 today.
The Hawks Nest Sports Venue in Martin is a proud supporter of the Westview Chargers. The Hawks Nest is the place to be to catch all your favorite games and sporting events. From Wing Wednesday to weekend karaoke and live entertainment, the Hawks Nest Sports Venue is the best hangout in Martin. For a weekly lineup of events and specials, check them out on Facebook at The Hawks Nest or stop by 105 Church Street in Martin. The Hawks Nest Sports Venue, proud supporter of Charger Athletics. Go Chargers!
Wendell Alexander Realty is the premier real estate expert serving Northwest Tennessee with a deep-rooted commitment to excellence and local knowledge. Founded in 1985, we understand the unique needs of our community because we live and work here. Combining local expertise with high-end marketing techniques, we ensure your property stands out in the marketplace. Trust Wendell Alexander Realty to deliver exceptional service and results. Contact us today at 731-281-1220 to experience the difference.
Back in the Winstead Real Estate and Land Company broadcast booth. This is Charger Softball on Sports 731 Network and the Westview Charger Athletic Facebook page. Game day sponsors today, Precision Auto Body, First Response Security Services. The Charger pregame show brought to you by Wendell Alexander Realty and the Hawks Nest Sports Venue. Starting lineups we've already given, but First Response Security Services brought those to you. And they also will bring you the first pitch, which it looks like we are just about ready to have as Sarah Beth Byers leads off. Her 2 home runs on the season has gotten her average up in the high 300s. We'll give you some exacts. And there is the first pitch brought to you by First Response Security Service. It's a ball. 1-0 the count. Byers will be going to UTM to play her softball. Can play multiple positions. And I think they've still got the microphone open and stuff, and they ask them to cut that. Not our mic, but the upstairs mic. Byers, a right-handed hitter, playing against a straightaway outfield. And there's a strike. And the umpire actually says 2 strikes is the count. Wow, interesting. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. Byers hanging tough. Griswold on the mound for Gibson County. Pitch outside, the count even at 2-2. Andrea Griswold. From the circle, the pitch, the 2-2 pitch. High ball 3. Byers has hung in there tough and worked her hard. Infield at normal depth. McVeigh at first, Summers at second, Polizzi at short, Mathis at third for the Lady Pioneers. We'll give you their outfield. Owens catching today. Drilled a foul down the third baseline. Two balls, 2 strikes, no outs on the leadoff hitter. Sarah Beth Byers hitting .379. Swung on, and that's a strikeout. And that is a Winstead Real Estate and Land Company strikeout. So there's 1 out in the inning, and Kenlon Matt coming up to the plate. First pitch to her from the circle, outside. Griswold on the mound. She's thrown 13 pitches, if my count is right. I'll check them against the official stats. This one fouled away to the right side, even in the count at 1-1. We're in the top of the first. Westview, the visitors today. Dapperly attired in their blue uniforms with the pinstripes, the gold socks, and gold numerals trimmed in white. Lady Pioneers in their white uniforms with the red numerals and the lettering. That pitch outside, 2-1 the count. Again, we're not doing the game on a freight train. There's a little bit of wind up to 29 miles an hour, and it's blowing steady. That one outside makes the count 3-1. Wind blowing towards right center field, but in just a little bit. I want to see if someone can hit something off of the building behind the fence. Fence well padded, and you see it's outlined in the yellow padding in our pictures. Don't forget to check the fan cam out. Brought to you by Skyhawk Rentals. There's strike 2. Nice pitch. Of course, Coach Preston Enzi, the head coach of Gibson County Lady Pioneers, he's signaling pitches in to his pitcher. First year coaching at Gibson County, young man who, like Gabby Campbell, has a lot of knowledge of fast pitch softball. That pitch is high, and Matt walks. So a runner at first, 1 out. Wilson hitting .257 coming to the plate, a right-handed hitter. Well, that one had some zip on it, but it's a ball. Now the count 1-1, throw down, and it gets away, and then the throw to second, you see it, and now a runner in scoring position. So the umpires rotate, always fun to watch that. Addison Wilson hitting .257 has a chance to drive one in here. Avery Stockton on deck. Ball high, gets away from the catcher, but a short backstop here. Bounce back, but not quick enough, and now there's a runner on third as Kenlon Matt is at third. Wilson has a chance for an RBI. That one inside, catcher tried to move it in and frame it for the umpire. 3-1 count. 11 pitches by Criswell so far. Pitch, some people thought was a little low, some thought it was a strike. It's a strike because the umpire is the only person that counts on those. 3-2 count, runner at third, one out. Gibson County in the field. Criswell to bring it to the plate. On the ground, it'll score a run. Go 4-3, second to first. And Summers over to McVeigh. And the RBI, or actually it'll be a run, but not sure she'll get credit for an RBI because there were a couple of throwing errors. 2 outs in the inning. Avery Stockton hitting .294 up there. That pitch outside, as you see, should be giving you a great camera shot of that home plate area here on Sports 731 Network. This one swung on and missed. A 1-1 count. Criswell checks her armband. Of course, the signals come in. You check the pitch number against the armband. Swung on. So it's a 1-ball, 2-strike count with 2 outs. Avery Stockton up there. Molly Jackson on deck. That one is high, so it makes it 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Always check the feet positioning and things of the hitters. Interesting where everybody stands in the box. Stockton at the back of the box, but kind of a balanced stance. Swung on and missed, and another Winstead Real Estate Land Company strikeout for the 3rd out of the inning. But there was 1 run on no hits, no errors, or actually a couple of errors, and nobody left on base at the end of 1/2 inning of play. Westview won, and the Lady Pioneers of Gibson County come into bat. Let's take a timeout.
Is your roof ready for anything Mother Nature throws at it? ARS Roofing has you covered. Serving West Tennessee with top-quality roofing services, ARS Roofing handles everything from minor repairs to full roof transformations, roof cleaning, and roof preservation. Call ARS Roofing at 731-636-9700 or check out their work on Facebook. Trust ARS Roofing to keep your home safe, sound, clean, and preserved. No matter your roofing needs, ARS Roofing is here for you. 731-636-9700 or online at arsroofs.com.
We're back in the Winstead Real Estate and Land Company press box and broadcast booth. And actually, we're outside today under the press box. This is Chargers softball on Sports 731. Game day sponsors Precision Auto Body First Response Security Services. And First Response Security Service not only brought you the first pitch of the game, they're going to bring you the first pitch to the Lady Pioneers, who have Allman, Criswell, and Owens coming up in that order, if needed in this inning. Mathis. Chloe Allman will be the leadoff hitter. Allman, a senior player, wears number 41, hits right-handed. First pitch by Edmondson, and they say it's a foul ball, so it's an 0-1 count. Don't forget, we'll be looking for a top performer today, and that's sponsored by ARS Roofing and American Roofing Soft Wash. The 0-1 pitch from the circle. A nice one. She took it, so Chloe Allman in the hole, 0-2. Popped up in the infield. Second baseman's going to take charge. That's Wilson. There's one out in the inning. Brings up the pitcher, Andrea Criswell. Infield for Westview. Stockton at first, Wilson at second, Matt at short. That pitch a ball. And at third base, Sarah Beth Byers. Killen Matt is catching. There's one hit deep to left field. Back. The wind's going to hold it up. And a nice catch out there by Warren for the second out of the inning. You're scoring at home. Score that one F7. That'll bring Avery Owens to the plate. Owens, a senior also for this Lady Pioneer team. Pitch low for ball one. Slightly closed stance in the mid part of the box. Drills one up in the air. Well, it didn't go as far. Again, the wind working against it. The shortstop, Matt, gets it. No runs, no hits, no errors. No one left on base at the end of one full inning of play. It's the Westview Lady Chargers 1, Gibson County Lady Pioneers nothing. We'll be back on the Sports 731 network after this.
The Hawks Nest Sports Venue in Martin is a proud supporter of the Westview Chargers. The Hawks Nest is the place to be to catch all your favorite games and sporting events. From Wing Wednesday to weekend karaoke and live entertainment, the Hawks Nest Sports Venue is the best hangout in Martin. For a weekly lineup of events and specials, check them out on Facebook at The Hawks Nest or stop by 105 Church Street in Martin. The Hawks Nest Sports Venue, proud supporter of Charger Athletics. Go Chargers!
Your home is more than just four walls. It's where your family feels safe. At First Response Security, we make sure it stays that way. Our advanced security systems stop threats before they happen, giving you peace of mind, day and night. With expert local service and professional installation, protecting your home has never been easier. Monitor your home from anywhere, anytime, because your family's safety is our top priority. Call 731-885-2844 today.
Top of the second inning here in Ripley, Tennessee, where the district tournament is being held. Westview will come up for their second time at bat. Leading off will be Molly Jackson, followed by Zoe Matt, and then Warren. There's a pitch low. Jackson, a right-handed hitter, hitting .205. Open stance. From the circle, that one fouled off down the right field line. Be 1 ball, 1 strike now. Top of the second. Westview with a 1-run lead. That pitch low, 2 balls and a strike. Grizzle's pitch, drill towards the second baseman. Got there and knocked it down, slowed it down, but couldn't make a play on it. We'll see how the official scores that one. Zoe Matt coming to the plate, right-handed hitter. Steps out, checks her coach. Popped up. Not the infield fly rule. They have to catch it, and they do. It's short. That was Polizzi. So 1 out in the inning. Warren coming to the plate. Warren showing bunt, drops it down. Third baseman was up. They go to first with it. It advances the runner, so you've got a sacrifice bunt, but you've also got 2 outs. Runner in scoring position at second base. After Crislin Warren with a dandy bunt. Next hitter is Lexi Edmondson, the pitcher. Lexi, a senior this year. You see the hop, more of a slingshot type motion. 2 basic styles. 2 basic styles of pitching. You got the windmill and the slingshot. There's a strike. 1-1 to count. 2 outs. Runner at second. Wind blowing hard towards right center field, but slightly in a little bit. If you're going to get a home run, it's probably going to be to right field. Pitch high for a ball. 2-1. Reeves, Allman, and Harden in the outfield for the Lady Pioneers. Three balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, a runner on second. Everybody at pretty well normal depth for the Lady Pioneers. Owens catching, Criswell pitching from the circle. 3-1 pitch, and the umpire says it painted that corner for a strike. It'll go to 3-2 for the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Grizzle's got her signing from the circle. Outside walked her. So Edmondson's on first. And we'll get a courtesy runner. The pitchers and catchers can have those courtesy runners. And it looks like we'll take it number 10, Dornesia Crisley, a freshman. Got good speed. Runners at first and second now. 2 outs. Hitter's Pruitt. Pruitt takes 1 outside. Emma Pruitt, the hitter. Emma, a sophomore, one of the young players coming on for the future of the Lady Chargers. The umpire liked that one. Some people did, some people didn't, but it's 1-1 to count. 2 outs, 2 runners on. We're in the top of the second. Lady Chargers lead 1-0. This one fouled into the screen for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Pruitt's got to guard the plate. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for the strikeout. That'll end the inning. No runs were scored in that one, and that was a Winstead Real Estate and Land Company strikeout. We'll be back for the bottom of the second after these important messages on Sports 731.
Cold mornings, hot showers. Wet jeans, warm dryers. West Tennessee Public Utility District has you covered with natural gas water heaters and dryers for sale. No big box chaos, just local, reliable, energy-saving comfort. Call 731-986-8289 to find your perfect match. WTPUD, where comfort meets community.
Looking to update your floors? Start at Tux in Martin, Tennessee. Step into our large showroom and explore a wide variety of flooring choices, including hardwood, luxury vinyl, tile, and more. Compare styles side by side until you find the perfect fit for your home. And if you're planning a bigger project, their team can help pair your flooring with cabinets, countertops, and other design elements for a seamless look. Discover your new floors today, only at Tux in Martin, Tennessee.
We are back, and the wind gusted up. That's over 29 miles an hour. And Dean Elliott looked like an octopus grabbing all the stuff that's trying to blow away. He's still quicker than a hiccup, former football player at Peabody. And leading off, number 99, Mathis for the Lady Pioneers, going against Lexi Edmondson. You saw the first pitch. That one low and inside. Addie Mathis at the plate. Counts 1-1. Right-handed hitter, balanced stance. Hits this one into left center field, and it's going to drop for a base hit. Well placed. You couldn't have picked one up and thrown it any better than that to the spot where both outfielders gave chase. Single puts her on, leading up the second. Mary Summers, the second baseman, comes up. That one on the inside came kind of off just above where the tape is on the handle down there for strike 1, a foul ball. Pegged down to first by the catcher. Kinlan Matt made it close. Drilled but foul down the first baseline. Close. Byers gave the effort. If it had been fair, I believe she would have knocked it down. Our wind blowing very hard. There's one placed almost the same place. That one's going to get to the wall. It'll be a double, and it'll be runners at second and third with no outs. So Summers doubles, advancing Mathis. That brings Tate up to the plate. Jolie I've got Tate, that should be wrong. It's McVeigh. There was a change in the original line. That's McVeigh. Jolie McVeigh. We got the number right as you see that pitch for a ball. but didn't change the names in there. Tate wears 57. She'll be up later. But Jolie McVeigh hits one up the middle, hits the pitching mound. 1 run scores, 2 streaking to the plate, and she'll stand up. So the lead has changed, and Gibson County Lady Pioneers has taken a 2-0 lead on the base hit by Jolie McVeigh. McVeigh at first. The infield again for Westview. Stockton at first, Wilson at second, Zoe Matt at third, Sarah Beth Byers is actually at third, Matt's at the shortstop spot. Outfield of Pruitt, Jackson, and Warren. Kendall Matt catching, Lexi Edmondson on the mound. Edmondson's thrown 16 pitches, and we're in the bottom of the second. 1 ball, no strikes after that pitch. Polizzi at the plate. Carson Polizzi, the shortstop, shows bunt, pulls it back. The throw to second looks like it's in time, and the umpire says, yes, you got her. So caught stealing was McVeigh. First out in the inning. Score that in your book, 2-6 for the tag out. Polizzi still at the plate. Let's see if she hits away. Showed bunt, pulled it back. She was. Rise ball for a ball. It's 3-0 the count. Edmondson's going to have to throw one down Main Street this time. Don't want to put people on, as Dizzy Dean used to say, oh, those bases on balls. That was a nice pitch for a strike. Except for the wind, Ernie Banks, the former Hall of Famer and Cub shortstop and first baseman. This one hit foul, makes Coach dance. He tells her don't go after the high ball. Preston Enzi. But Ernie Banks would say it's a great day to play too. He might not agree with the wind though. Blowing over 30 miles an hour in gust. 3-2 pitch. Ball 4 gets away. It hit the plate and then bounced past the catcher, but she'll not advance. On with the base on balls. Tate coming to the plate, a strong left-handed hitter. Alexis Tate. Drill that one down the third baseline. Windy day here, the pitch, and again, she takes a healthy cut, but takes it down the third baseline. Kind of looked like what a lot of baseball people know as an inside-out swing. (2-1) the score. Lady Pioneers leading the Lady Chargers. Lady Chargers took the early lead. Now they've got the runner picked off. She'll go to second. Let's see if we can complete the throw and a rundown play, and she'll get back to first safely, but that's better than letting her advance. That's one of those deals where both teams feel victory on that. Lady Chargers kept the runner from advancing, Polizzi, and the Lady Pioneers feel good about getting their runner back safe without the out. Hitter's Alexis Tate, and she swings on it and misses for the second out, and that is a Winstead Real Estate and Land Company strikeout. Reeves, the right fielder, coming up there. Sanaya Reeves. Reeves, a senior, pretty good basketball player too. Swung on and missed. They're going to go after the runner at first. Good peg, makes her dive back in sliding. Reeves now down to an 0-1 count. Scoreboard says 1 out, but now they've switched it to 2. Good stop by Matt back there to keep the runner from advancing. Evens the count at 1-1. Pitch goes high. May have been a rise ball. You try to get them to bite on it, and then it rises just a little out of the strike zone. Two one pitch, swung on. Coach Preston Enzi tells her that one a little high. But that was a rise ball, and it's awful tempting. Looks like a beach ball coming up there, aspirin tablet size when it gets there. Fouled off, hanging tough is Reeves. Lexi Edmondson trying to pitch out of what was a little trouble in this inning. Has got 2 outs, though. She's thrown 29 pitches, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a runner at first. Wind dies down a little bit. Got her with another Winstead Real Estate and Land Company strikeout. But 2 runs were scored as Gibson County takes a 2-1 lead over the Lady Chargers of Westview. We're going to take a timeout on Sports 731 Network.
Skyhawk Rentals offers a versatile management style covering both residential and commercial properties, as well as offering combined sales and property management services. If you're an owner looking to address your real estate and property management needs, we're it. If you're a tenant in need of an affordable space to live and work, we'll help you find your nest. As the largest property management company in the area, we'll work hard to meet your needs and provide superior customer service. To find out more, call Skyhawk Rentals at 731-587-2937 or stop by 224 South Lindell Street today.
We are back on a windy day in Ripley, Tennessee in the Winstead Real Estate and Land Company broadcast booth. And this is Charger Softball, your game day sponsors today. And we appreciate them because of the TSSAA fees, Precision Auto Body, and First Response Security Services. We're getting ready for one of those First Response Security Service first pitches. Sarah Beth Byers, top of the order, coming up for the top of the third. She'll be followed by Kenlyn Matt and Addison Wilson. Byers wants to get on, make some things happen. She's a good base stealer, one of the top RBI people on the Westview team. Don't forget about some of our sponsors like Weekly Ford Nissan Dynamics Physical Therapy. Also Tuck's Discount Sales and West End Public Utilities. Creswell ready for her third inning of work on the mound. I caught myself from the circle for a strike. Did a great baseball game yesterday with Westview winning the district title. We hope to be there Friday for that game as they play in the regional tournament. Scotts Hill will be the opponent. There is a great pitch by Criswell. Makes it an 0-2 count. Sarah Beth Byers, the UTM signee, got to guard the plate now. The pitch, high and outside. More of a temptation pitch. Had a guy I used to work with, Dick Palmer, sometimes called those Temptation Eyes pitches. There was a song called Temptation Eyes. I think it's out of the 60s. 1-2 the count, no outs. Byers at the plate. And that one inside, evens the count at 2-2. And we got about 15 extra umpires trying to call that pitch for the umpire. He didn't let it bother him, though. Good job by the umpire. Here's one hit on the ground. It's a fair ball. It's going to be a base hit with Byers running, even though the first baseman kind of got in the way. The throw is going to be off. She'll go into second, motoring with a double for a 2-base hit. That made me think about yesterday in that baseball game. We had a really questionable play that I think the standing in front of the shortstop caused the error, but I've umpired before, and he probably would have had to have stood there a second longer. But that's yesterday. Today, Kenlyn Matt, who scored the only run, up there bunting and bunts it foul. And I guarantee Byers would have been all over first base that time if it had been fair, or third base. Matt got good speed, catches, took those duties over about mid-season. And her sister Zoe had played both of them out in the field. I think Kenlon was at third base at one time. Zoe's moved over to short. Still bunting. It's going to go foul, so it's 2 strikes. This is a decision. Matt, who's a pretty good bunter, has bunted 2 nicely, but both of them have been fouled by just a short amount. See if they take the bunt off and let her hit away, because she's in the hole 0-2, and a foul bunt now would be an out. From the circle, Criswell is about ready and throws it. That one outside. That one had a little extra zip on it. Wished we had a radar gun. Well, either today or tomorrow, call my good friend Jordan Taylor and tell him we need a radar gun. He'll love that. And it would be nice, but hey, we bring you the game's radar gun or not. Here's the pitch. Started to go around. They say it caught the corner anyway. So there is 1 out. Runner still at second. Addison Wilson coming up there, and that was a Winstead Real Estate and Land Company strikeout. And again, don't forget our game day sponsors, Precision Auto Body and First Response Security Service. Helped with those TSSAA fees and things like that. There's a strike at the knees over towards the outside corner. It's a good pitch, tough one to hit unless you take it to right field. Won the count. That one just a hair lower, and I agree with the umpire, even though I think the group, and we won't distinguish to the right, may have disagreed with the umpire. Doesn't matter, he's right. 1-1 the count, 1 out, a runner at second. Criswell from the circle, fouled off. Addison Wilson up there hitting .257. Hitter steps out, umpire steps out. Good form by everybody. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Got to protect that plate. I think they got that one. That was a strike on that outside, so there's 2 outs. And another Winstead Real Estate and Land Company strikeout. Unofficially 5 strikeouts for Criswell. Hitter is Stockton. Avery Stockton. Swung on and missed. Avery hitting at a .294 clip. 0 for 1 in this contest. Criswell on the mound. There's 1 hit up the middle. Criswell knocks it down. Will she be able to get to it? No, she won't. There'll be runners in first and third. And I may be wrong, but I'm going ahead and score that one a hit. She scrambled, but couldn't get to it. Looks like Molly Jackson will be coming up there next. You see her open stance if you check. And I told you, check all these hitters' feet where they some have a closed stance, some have what I call a balanced stance, some have the front foot pointing towards the third base line. If you're right-handed, that's an open stance. They'll stride into it. Bouncing ball. Shortstop gets it, goes to second on the fielder's choice. No runs. 1 big hit. Well, 2 hits. No errors, 2 left. At the end of 2 1/2 innings of play, it's the Lady Pioneers of Gibson County 2, Westview Lady Chargers 1. We'll be back on Sports 731.
the world of sports, precision and excellence define champions. Dynamics Physical Therapy is dedicated to enhancing athletic performance and preventing injuries by serving schools and their athletes. Elevate your game with Dynamics. Visit dynamics.life to learn more.
Come see Premier Furniture with 2 great locations in downtown McKenzie and in Union City. They've got everything to make your house feel like home. From cozy bedding to stylish dinette sets, recliners, sectionals, sofas, love seats, and more. Add the perfect touch with entertainment consoles, accent chairs, bedroom suites, and accessories to match your style. Whether you're furnishing a new space or updating your favorite room, it's well worth the drive to Premier Furniture in McKenzie and Union City.
Back in the Winstead Real Estate and Land Company broadcast booth on Sports 731 Charger Facebook page. Game day sponsors Precision Auto Body, First Response Security Services. Other sponsors, Wendell Alexander Realty, the Hawks Nest Sports Venue, First Response Security Service, Winstead Real Estate and Land Company, Skyhawk Rentals with the Fan Cam, Top Performers, ARS Roofing. And the first pitch is a ball from Edmondson, out for her 3rd inning of work. And, of course, American Roofing Soft Wash, Weekly Ford Nissan Dynamics Physical Therapy, West Tennessee Public Utilities. Edmondson's pitch nicely on the inside corner. Leading off here in the top of the bottom of the 3rd is Chloe Allman for the Lady Pioneers. She's 0 for 1. Well, she drills this one. It'll be a hard play for the left fielder, and it's going to get down and be a hit. So a single for Allman. She goes 1 and 2 now. Andrea Crystal, the pitcher, who's 0 for 1 coming up there. Avery Owens on deck, the catcher. See the open stance. If you check the feet, she'll stride towards it. Ground ball. Byers knocked it down. It's going to get away from her. Runner will advance. It'll be 1st and 3rd. And we'll see how they score that one. Grizzle on first. At the plate is Avery Owens. And they gave her a single on that one. That's the official scoring. So, again, 2 hits in a row, and they have runners at 1st and 3rd, they being the Lady Pioneers. Ball popped up. Will they get to it? No, it doesn't. It drops, and a run scores. That's Allman scoring. And another hit. And that for Avery Owens. She is now 1 for 2. That brings up Mathis. Mathis singled back in the 2nd and scored the first run for the Lady Pioneers. Addie Mathis wearing 99. There's the first pitch to her. No outs in the inning. Lexi Edmondson on the mound. This one fouled away. Should be 1 and 1. And the scoreboard reflects that now. The 1-1 pitch from the circle fouled off. First baseman gives chase, but it's out of play. 1 and 2. Runners at 1st and 2nd. Westview would love to turn the double play ball, and they seem to be playing at double play depth. Outfield straight away from the circle. It's low and inside. Now they've got a runner trapped, but you got to run at her. Good play. Ball gets away, but the center fielder doing a great job backing up is Molly Jackson. Tell you what, you got to like Kenlon Matt. She's not afraid to throw it. She's got a pretty good cannon for an arm. Two balls, 2 strikes, no out, 2 runners on. Drilled is going to be a great catch, the catch of the game so far in a double play. It was a line drive into the hole. Zoe Matt went over there and got it with a great play and then doubled the runner off. Wow. So 2 outs now in the inning. Six to 4 on that doubling up after the catch. Mary Summers up at the plate. She's 1 for 1 and has scored in this game. Swung on and missed. Nice pitch. A little bit of a rise ball, it looked like. 1-1 to count. Some of the people here with phones. That one hit center field. Jackson just glides over, and she does such a great job of getting over and getting under fly balls. But not before some damage was done. It's a 3-1 contest. Gibson County leads Westview. We'll be back after this.
Weekly Ford Nissan has been in business for over 60 years, showcasing the complete line of Ford vehicles like Ford Mustang, Bronco, Explorer, Escape, Expedition, and Ranger, and F-150 trucks. Plus, you'll find the full line of Nissan vehicles, such as the Nissan Versa, Sentra, and Altima sedans, plus Rogue, Pathfinder, Murano, Kicks, and Frontier trucks, and a great selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Weekly Ford Nissan offers their warranty forever on all new and select pre-owned vehicles. And, of course, their complete parts and service department. Shop online at weeklyauto.com or visit 841 North Lindell Street in Martin.
Live from Ripley, Tennessee, and the Winstead Real Estate and Land Company broadcast booth. It's Lady Charger softball here on Sports 731 and the Charger or Westview Charger Athletic Facebook page. Game day sponsors Precision Auto Body, First Response Security Services. Some of our good sponsors, and we try to break them up and not give them to you all at one time every time, but Premier Furniture, Precision Auto Body of Martin, Tux Discount Sales, West Tennessee Public Utilities, Dynamics Physical Therapy, Weekly Ford Nissan. Don't forget, we're looking for the American Roofing Soft Wash and the ARS Roofing Top Performer of the Game. Post-game show will be brought to you by Wendell Alexander Realty and the Hawks Nest Sports Venue. Don't forget to check out our fan cam shots brought to you by Skyhawk Rentals. We're ready for the top of the fourth. Wind not blowing quite as hard, but it's still continuous, not gusting like it once was. Zoe Matt, who made that great play in the field, will lead off. She'll be facing Criswell. Criswell pitched low. 3-1 your score. Lady Pioneers lead the Lady Chargers. Griswold with 57, the 58th pitch coming. Popped up, going back out of play. Even though it's a great day to play two, we're only playing one here. Bright day. See, the umpire said just a little bit outside. And then after I said the wind wasn't gusting, it has gusted. And folks, this feels like it's doing about 40. My last weather report said over 30. And a pitch outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Andrea Criswell on the mound. Her infield is McVeigh, Summers, Polizzi, and Mathis. Outfield of Reeves. Here's the pitch. Inside and high. Makes it 3-1. Reeves, Allman, and Harden. Harden is they say it's actually 4, so I missed one somewhere in there. And 4 balls, and Zoe Matt at first with a walk. this is every bit of 40 miles an hour. We're outside today, broadcasting under the press box. Interesting place. No sides on it, so that's one reason you hear some of the noise. Bunt put down, the great idea. Bat angle made it go foul a little bit. Sometimes you got to watch how you angle that bat. Warren, the hitter. Chrislyn Warren. Warren, a good bunter. She squares again. Got it down, but it went foul. So she's in the hole, 0-2, trying to advance that runner. 3-1 game. Could be a very close one. I think it was the last time these two teams played. Wind dying back down again. 0-2, then it pops up the minute I say that. Swung on, though, and missed for strike 3. 1 out in the inning. Chrislyn Warren strikes out. Lexi Edmondson coming up. And that's a Winstead Real Estate and Land Company strikeout. Lexi walked her last time up. Would like to help her cause and advance Zoe Matt, who's at first, with 1 out. Umpire says that one's a ball. Umpire seems very focused. Now that one got that inside, painted the inside corner of the plate, so it's a 1-1 count. Matt officially Edmondson 0-0 as she walked. That was strike 1 looking, so it's 1-1 with the count. She fouls it off, make it 1-2. Lady Pioneer infield at double play depth, pretty well straight away in the outfield. Center fielder shading a couple of steps off of that straight line, looks like about 5 towards right field. But the other 2 fielders are straight away. From the circle, Criswell's getting ready, double checks her armband. And the pitch. Hanging tough, and you don't see many slingshot pitchers. That's one way of describing it. It's called slingshotting, or you use the windmill motion. Griswold, the slingshotter, comes to the plate, and you see the hop that comes with it. The umpire, and I admire this man because he's getting plenty of help. It's 2-2, and he has managed to focus on the game. The wind comes up. That one is inside. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at first. That's Zoe Matt over there. Catcher Owens has done a great job for the Lady Pioneers today. Fouled off. Lexi Edmondson hanging tough after walking back in the second. And again, the infield of McVeigh, Summers, Polizzi, and Mathis. Outfield, Reeves, Allman, and Harden. Harden, the flex player that plays left field for. Worked it for a walk after being behind in the count. So there's 2 runners on after the walk. It's going to bring up Emma Pruitt. Pruitt's the right fielder today. 1 out in the inning. Let's see if Pruitt's hitting away or bunting. Steps in, digs in, balanced stance, shows bunt. Sometimes it's tough to bunt that high pitch like that. Got under it and popped it foul. 0-1 count. Emma, a sophomore. Got 2 runners on, 1 out. Criswell's pitch. That one inside. Looks like the rotation play is on. That's where 99, the third baseman, charges, and then the shortstop goes to cover third base. Check out the action, see if first is charging or covering. Sometimes they let 2 people cover the bunt. Sometimes they send 3 after a bunt. And that's a strike. So there's 2 strikes, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Emma Pruitt up there. Let's see if the bunt's still in order or if they let her swing away. High and outside, showed no indication, but a good lead by Matt down there at second. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on. Only 1 out in the inning. Criswell's 1 out pitch. Started to swing, didn't pull the trigger. It's 3-2. Everybody that's out on that field is awake right now. Even though you can't start early like you do in baseball, you can leave. But they weren't running, and it looked like ball 4. And that's going to walk the bases full. And that brings up Sarah Beth Byers, who doubled her last time, 1 and 2. Coach Preston Enzi comes out there. Let's see if this is just for a mechanic situation. Line score, Westview 1 run, 3 hits. Gibson County 3 runs, 6 hits. Criswell has thrown 78 pitches to this point. We're in the top of the 4th, top of the order. Sarah Beth Byers, who is 1 for 2 on the day. Reeves couldn't get to it. It got by her glove. 1 run is scored. 2 streaking for the plate. 3rd run is coming in, and Byers, and we're going to give her a triple right now. We'll see if they score it that way. But 3 runs have crossed the plate, and it becomes a 4-3 Westview lead. Of course, you had the courtesy runner for Edmondson. Waiting for the official scoring on that one. And it is a triple and 3 RBIs. Reeves made an attempt to get it at the plate. Number 14, Kenlyn Matt, the catcher. She's officially 0 for 1 today, walked and scored back in the 1st. And this one's going to be a white knuckler, it looks like. Pitch high. And unofficially, my count has Criswell with 80 pitches. Maybe 81. We'll balance it up. It is 81. 2-0, the count. That one's a strike. We're in the top of the 4th. And 81 pitches, that's 20 an inning. You'd like to get out with no more than 15. Your preferable number is 12. Swung on and missed for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, runner at 3rd. That's Byers. Kenlyn Matt at the plate going against Andrea Criswell. Matt's kind of crowds the plate a little bit, fouls that one off, hanging tough. The count remains 2-2. Shortstop in a couple of steps, but I don't think they're going to come unless it's a really hard hit ball after Byers at the plate. That one high, Good job by Owens, catcher Avery Owens, to get that one. Griswold has good speed throwing the ball, just has had some pitches, close calls, thrown a few more balls than she wanted to. 3-2 pitch. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Kenlon Matt hanging tough. Kenlon, the freshman, I think Zoe is the sophomore of the two Matt girls. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike three and the second out of the inning. Byers at third. Addison Wilson coming up there. And, of course, that strikeout, a Winstead Real Estate and Land Company strikeout. That pitch inside. Avery Stockton on deck. Wilson 0 for 2. Fouls this one away. One and one to count. And for those of you that are interested, there is no pitch count in women's softball. Now, yesterday that became an issue. 120 pitches in baseball is all you're allowed in a day. That one low. Windmillers and slingshotters, it's more of a natural motion coming underhanded than it is, and they don't put a pitch count limit on there. So again, repeated over the wind gust, no pitch count in softball. Here's one up in the air. Will it get down? Great effort by the center fielder, but he gets by and rolls towards the wall. Reeves cuts it off. Byers has scored. And coming through was Addison Wilson. And that'll bring up Avery Stockton with Molly Jackson on deck. 5-3 your score. Westview with the lead. This is an elimination game, so you want to win today. These two teams are trying hard. Pitch with good speed, but inside. Makes Stockton back up a little bit. Well, you heard that one. It was a strike. The mitt popped and a lot of good speed. And again, watch the slingshotter Griswold throw to the plate. That one is outside and away. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. A runner at second. Wind blowing hard again. Pitch comes inside. Oh, he says it's a strike. Interesting call. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Some of the Westview fans encouraging Stockton. And a Winstead Land Company and Real Estate strikeout for the 3rd out. But 4 big runs were scored, and that makes the score Westview 5. The Lady Pioneers 3. Will be back on Sports 731.
Hey folks, if you're considering buying or selling your home, listen up. Winstead Real Estate and Land Company is West Tennessee's #1 choice for buying and selling real estate. From spacious family homes to large land tracts, they have the expertise to skillfully help you maneuver the market. Winstead Real Estate and Land Company is your full-service home solution, every step, every detail, all in-house. So why wait? Visit Winstead Real Estate and Land Company in Martin, Tennessee, or at winsteadrealestateandland.com, where you can always expect the very best.
Need reliable auto body repair? Turn to Precision Auto Body, your trusted family-owned shop with locations in Martin, Milan, and Dyersburg. Whether it's a small fender bender or a major collision repair, their expert team has you covered with quality work and fast service. Precision Auto Body takes pride in serving the community and they're proud supporters of Westview Chargers athletics. So when your vehicle needs attention, trust the name that puts precision in every repair. Precision Auto Body.
We are back in the Winstead Real Estate and Land Company booth, and the wind is blowing so hard I had both my phones on my sheets of information. This one hit to the third baseman Byers, but they'll call it an error, E5. And that's McVeigh getting on first. It blew the phone so hard that it even changed my game changer to the box score. That pitch swung on and fouled off for strike one. Polizzi at the plate. Carson Polizzi. She's walked. 0 for 0 officially. Shortstop drills one to Matt, and there's a second error. And so 2 errors in the inning. E5 and E6. And that puts runners in scoring position. Alexis Tate, the DH, coming up there. She's 0 for 1. Pitch low and outside. Could have had a double play ball then, but you got to field it cleanly. Bases on balls and errors sometimes decide close games like this, with Westview leading 5-3 over the Lady Pioneers of Gibson County. That pitch a little outside, so it's a 2-0 count, a hitter's count, to a strong left-handed hitter. Alexis Tate. Reeves is on deck, the right fielder. That one, a changeup and a strike. After seeing a couple of dandy fastballs, even though they were outside, a changeup can throw you off a little bit. Rise ball goes high, so it's a 3-1 count. Edmondson doesn't want to walk this hitter and load the bases. She's got a 2-run lead. We've had 2 errors in the inning. Swung on and missed. 3-2 count. No outs. Runners at second and first. It's McVeigh and Polizzi. Outfield deep. Tate fouls this one off, hanging tough. And I heard a car get hit. I hope it didn't hit it in the windshield. It's Dean's car. Oh, Lord. Dean, it didn't get you in the windshield, did it? Thank goodness. I've had a windshield broken out. Walked her. That'll load the bases. There's ducks on the pond, if you prefer that term. And, folks, that's not fun when you get hit. They were joking me before the ball game, not the guys I work with, but they were joking me, some of the people out there, about me parking so far away. And now with stuff that they have on your windshield and things like that, you get one of those replaced, it costs you a little bit. Tell you what, though, you can go see Precision Auto Body of Martin, one of our great sponsors. Those folks will take good care of you. And Precision Auto Body, a game day sponsor along with First Response Security Services. Reeves, the right fielder up there, no outs. There'll be a courtesy runner at first. We'll pick her number up. And it looks like number 2, Avery Harden. But we will make sure in a moment. Sometimes the ponytails hang down over those numbers. Reeves fouls one off. She had a nice, healthy cut. Wonder where she's going to play basketball, because she is, I know she made some All-West Tennessee teams. May have made an All-State team. Good player. Closed stance. Kendall and Matt active, blocking that low pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. Edmondson has thrown 56 pitches. 57th pitch drilled. It's a base hit. 1 run will score. Let's see if they hold it up. 2 is streaking towards the plate. The throw to the plate. They scored. thought maybe they were going to get her at the plate, but third base coach waved her in. Reeves comes up with a big hit, and this game is knotted at 5. In other words, it's tied up. The pinch runner, which we believe to be Avery Harden, who's playing defense out in left field at second. Tate, the senior, at first. This one fouled off for a strike. Been watching the Ripley football team have their spring practice a little bit. That's the time I'm going to tell you the wind dies down. It pops back up, but not as bad as it was. Here's the pitch. Matt with a good job. That one kind of bouncing on the ground a little bit. She gets shifted over. Good footwork. Infield of Stockton, Wilson, Matt, and Byers are going to be tested. No outs in the inning. That one hit right on the chalk. It's a fair ball. 1 run streaking for the plate. Second run, Reeves with her long strides will head there, and the Lady Pioneers have taken the lead back. 2 runs have scored. A big double by Chloe Allman. So Allman puts her team back on top. Coach Gabby Campbell will go out, and they'll have a confab that involves the infielders and the pitching staff, which is, at this point, Lexi Edmondson. Creswell, the pitcher at bat, can help herself. There's no outs in the inning. So here in the 4th, both teams have scored 4 runs. And again, we've got a white knuckler of a game as Andrea Criswell steps in. And she's safe at first, and the runner advances to third. So now, first and third. Now, she actually went to second on that one while I was writing in the book. So you've got second and third, takes off the force, infield still back, in a little bit at first and third for Westview. Owens up there. Owens 1 for 2. Matt makes a good throw, but the runner had already started heading back. That'll keep you, as a base runner, alert. 1 ball, no strike count. Avery Owens, the hitter, 1 for 2, singled her last time up. Third base runner being very aggressive. That's Allman. There's a hard peg. Allman diving back, but safe. 3 balls, no strikes. Edmondson wants to throw a strike, but she don't want to give her anything that the hitter Owens can tattoo. She hit that last hit pretty solid. She had that one came across right at the shoulder blades for a strike. Big time wind today in softball. So far, it hadn't affected any of the fly balls. Been a lot of ground balls, though. This one up in the air. Let's see if it carries it a little bit. It does over Jackson's head. 2 runs are going to streak to the plate and score. And a double for Owens, who has 2 hits in a row. She'll get the RBIs off of that one. Those. Because the runners that scored by arrows and don't count against earned runs have already scored. Six runs in the inning. It makes it a 9-5 game. Addie Mathis, the third baseman up there. It's one that's close to the fence in foul territory and right in one of those spots where right field, second base, or first base can't get to. Mathis 1 for 2 on the day. She's 2 for 3 now, and let's see if they're going to hold the runner up and be first and third. Owens at third, Mathis at first. And again, I look down to right and they advance on those throws. Dean keeping me straight. Here's one in the hole to the shortstop. And it's not a hit, it's called a fielder's choice, but the sacks are jammed now. And that's going to bring up McVeigh. Pitch popped up. This is the infield fly rule. The batter's automatically out whether she catches it or not. One out in the inning. .70 pitches for Lexi Edmondson. That pitch a ball. The infield was in. The throw to first, run scoring. That's Owen scoring. Again, a fielder's choice. 6-3 for the second out of the inning. Runners now at second and third. 2 outs. Alexis Tate comes up for her second time in this inning. She walked her first time up. Officially, she's 0 for 1. Outside pitch and high. That pitch low and outside. Kendall and Matt shifting quite well to block that one in. Wind, again, is back to blowing in gusts, but it's consistent. It hasn't died completely this entire ball game. And that one gets by the third baseman, the throw kind of into the runner, and scoring was Mathis. It's 11-5. Two and one the count. Summers at second. 2-2 actually. Swung on and missed for the third out. A Winstead Real Estate and Land Company strikeout. The score at the end of 4 innings of play. Lady Pioneers 11, the Lady Chargers 5. We'll be back on Sports 731.
The Hawks Nest Sports Venue in Martin is a proud supporter of the Westview Chargers. The Hawks Nest is the place to be to catch all your favorite games and sporting events. From Wing Wednesday to weekend karaoke and live entertainment, the Hawks Nest Sports Venue is the best hangout in Martin. For a weekly lineup of events and specials, check them out on Facebook at The Hawks Nest or stop by 105 Church Street in Martin. The Hawks Nest Sports Venue, proud supporter of Charger Athletics. Go Chargers!
Your home is more than just 4 walls. It's where your family feels safe. At First Response Security, we make sure it stays that way. Our advanced security systems stop threats before they happen, giving you peace of mind, day and night. With expert local service and professional installation, protecting your home has never been easier. Monitor your home from anywhere, anytime, because your family's safety is our top priority. Call 731-885-2844 today.
Back for the top of the 5th. We're in the Winstead Real Estate and Land Company broadcast booth. Lady Charger softball. Game day sponsors Precision Auto Body and First Response Security Services. First pitch. They check the umpire. He says she went around. It's strike one. 11-5. Gibson County leading Westview. 0-1 count to Molly Jackson. Swung on, strike two. Jackson leading off here in the top of the fifth. Trying to get some base runners as her team now trails by 6. Ground ball to the first baseman. McVeigh will take it unassisted. Score that 3U if you're using a scorebook. It'll bring up Zoe Matt, who walked and scored her last time up. First pitch, she started to go after it. It dropped and hit the ground, and holding up wisely was Zoe Matt, the sophomore. Griswold at 99 pitches, but the pitch count not a factor in softball. There's one, a dandy one right down the middle. Heard the old mitt pop if the wind didn't blow so hard. Should be 1-1. The scoreboard makes it true. Hit foul, so it's a 1-2 count. Andrea Griswold, very tough on the mound, has had a few pitches that were balls that may have hurt it, but she throws hard. Drilled, and boy, that was a solid base hit by Zoe Matt. Matt, it goes all the way the wall, is going to have a stand-up triple. With one out in the inning, Matt on third. Westview needing runs, gets a triple out of Matt, brings up Chrislyn Warren. Warren, a strikeout victim her last time up. Laid off the high rise ball. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out, 1 runner on. The wind's died down a little bit, but it's still blowing. The flag is straight out, blowing towards right center. This one popped up. Coming on, the center fielder made a great catch. Matt came up the line, and they say that she's safe getting back in there. It would have been force play, and I think that center fielder coming on hard for the second out. And they're going to talk to the base umpire. They seem to think the throw, and it may have beaten the runner getting back in there. And he assures that, Coach, it was bang, bang, but says, Coach, she was safe by the hair of my chinny chin chin. No, that's from the fairy tales and stuff, but she was called safe. 2 outs, runner still at third. Lexi Edmondson coming up there to the plate. Lexi is 0 for 0. She's walked both times. She has a good eye. Griswold's pitch from the circle. Right on those knees on the inside corner. Painted the corner well, Griswold did. So it's an 0-1 count. Swung on for strike 2. So 0-2 count, 2 outs. Runner at third. Be a shame the Westview girls safe to leave the runner over there. Lady Pioneers want them to leave the runner over there and get out of this. The 0-2 pitch. Got her. That one, you can see the trigger fixing to be pulled for the strikeout, and that's a Winstead Real Estate Land Company strikeout. We'll be back on Sports 731.
Wendell Alexander Realty is the premier real estate expert serving Northwest Tennessee with a deep-rooted commitment to excellence and local knowledge. Founded in 1985, we understand the unique needs of our community because we live and work here. Combining local expertise with high-end marketing techniques, we ensure your property stands out in the marketplace. Trust Wendell Alexander Realty to deliver exceptional service and results. Contact us today at 731-281-1220 to experience the difference.
Back in the Winstead Real Estate and Land Company broadcasting booth, Charger softball on Sports 731 Network, Westview Charger Athletic Facebook page. Game day sponsors Precision Auto Body, First Response Security Services. Some of our other good sponsors, Wendell Alexander Realty, the Hawks Nest Sports Venue, First Response Security Service, Winstead Real Estate and Land Company, Skyhawk Rentals in the Fan Cam. Top performer, we'll have that in the post-game show, ARS Roofing and American Roofing Soft Wash. Also, don't forget the post-game show brought to you by Wendell Alexander Realty and the Hawks Nest. We've got some other fine sponsors we'll tell you about. But let's go to the bottom of the fifth for the Lady Pioneers with Sania Reeves, who had that big single back in the fourth inning when they put 8 runs across the plate. That pitch, a little short of the plate, is ball one. Pitch low and inside. Reeves 1 for 2 there at the plate. Swung on and missed for a strike. That one would have been a strike anyway, right over the outside part of the plate. 11-5. Gibson County leading the Westview team. Edmondson's pitch. A little low, 3-1. Walks to the back of the circle. Will come up and toe the pitching plate. Got her sign and ready. That's going to be a walk. It gets away, and Matt, the catcher, Reeves taking her time. Some of the crowd hollered, and she sped up. So Reeves is on. With the base on balls. That's going to bring the top of the order back up there. Chloe Allman, who's scored twice already today. Swung on and missed. She's 2 for 3. 6-run lead for the Lady Pioneers. There's a pitch high and inside. Allman a good hitter and player. Compact strike zone though. Tough to pitch to. Got a 1-1 count. That's what the umpire says. Now there's a pitch. It's a strike, 1-2. From the circle, Edmondson got her right on that corner. First out in the inning with that runner at first. Winstead Real Estate and Land Company strikeout. Brings up Crystal, the pitcher. She can help herself. But there's a strike. Crystal's 2 for 3. Scored once. Here's one drilled. Byers with a great play to second for 1. Won't be able to complete the double play. It's a fielder's choice. Go 5-4 for the second out. Here's one popped into the outfield, gets in the left center field. One run streaking for the plate. And scoring is Andrea Criswell. She really hustled. And a great piece of hitting for her third hit today, Avery Owens. We'll score that one a double. Owens is now 3 for 4. It's a 12-5 game, 7-run lead. Up at the plate, Addie Mathis, the third baseman. 2 for 3 also on the day, has scored a couple of times. That pitch high for ball 2. From the circle, Edmondson's pitch. Just barely missing, but it did miss. 3 balls, no strikes. 2 are out in the inning. That one low, and so Mathis walks. Brings up Mary Summers. That pitch gets away, and the runners will advance to second and third. We'll call it a wild pitch because it bounced. So runners now at second and third. Criswell scored that 12th run, really hustling, but the inning is extended. This one fouled off, they said. Ball got away, but you could tell it was fouled by the way it changed spin and directions. On deck, McVeigh. This is Mary Summers, the second baseman, hitting. She's 2 for 3 also today. Pitch high. That pitch high. 3-1 the count. 2 outs in the inning. Runners at second and third. Summers at the plate. The pitch. Swung on, ground ball to Byers. Byers, the crow hop step over to first. Guns her down for the third out in the inning. But 1 run did score, making the Lady Pioneers have the lead, 12-5 over the Westview Lady Chargers. We'll be back for the exciting top of the 6th inning after this on Sports 731.
Cold mornings, hot showers. Wet jeans, warm dryers. West Tennessee Public Utility District has you covered with natural gas water heaters and dryers for sale. No big box chaos, just local, reliable, energy-saving comfort. Call 731-986-8289 to find your perfect match. WTPUD, where comfort meets community.
Ready to transform the heart of your home? Come to Tux in Martin, Tennessee. At Tux, our design team is here to help you create a kitchen that fits your style, your family, and your everyday life. From modern cabinets and stunning countertops to lighting, hardware, and all the finishing touches, you'll find everything you need in our large showroom with products you can take home today to jumpstart your project. You bring the ideas, and we'll bring the experience. Schedule your free design consultation today, only at Tux in Martin, Tennessee.
Back in the Winstead Real Estate and Land Company press box with the wind whipping up and gusting a little over 30 right now. And we're bringing you softball, Westview Lady Charger softball. Game day sponsors, Precision Auto Body and First Response Security Services. Some of our good sponsors we want to tell you about very quickly. Weekly Ford Nissan, Dynamics Physical Therapy, West Tennessee Public Utilities, Tuck's Discount Sales, Precision Auto Body of Martin, Premier Furniture, Westview up to the plate. Leading off this inning should be Emma Pruitt. Criswell throws a rise ball to the outside for a strike. 12-5 your score. Gibson County leading Westview. And another good pitch, so it's an 0-2 count very quickly. Again, the slingshot style of pitching for Criswell. That one comes high, more of a temptation pitch. Some people call it a waste pitch. So it's 1-2 the count, no runners on, and of course this is first hitter of the top of the sixth. Westview needs base runners. Just low, just a little bit outside. The umpire said he gave the signal if you saw it with his left hand. He gave you the low and he gave you the outside part of it. That one misses, runs it to a 3-2 count, and like we said, right now Westview needs base runners, trailing by 7 runs. We're in the top of the sixth. Here's a ground ball to the second baseman. The underhand flip. Scored 4-3 for the first out. Summers to McVeigh. And that brings up the top of the order. And Sarah Beth Byers. Byers is 2 for 3 today. She scored a run. She's doubled and tripled. Hits one this time, though, to the third baseman, Mathis. Gets her by about a step and a half. And there's 2 outs in the inning. And advancing to the plate, Kenlon Matt, the catcher. Kenlon is 0 for 2, walked and scored in the first inning. On deck is Addison Wilson. Criswell's thrown 115 pitches. The umpire says that's a strike on the outside corner. That's the 116th. But remember, the pitch count only applies to baseball, not to softball. I think that one got her. And the umpire says, Coach, you are right. So Kenlon Matt will get hit by a pitch and go to first. Let's see if they let her run or send a pinch runner in for her. Coming up to the plate, Addison Wilson, 1 for 3, had a double back in the fourth. Swung on and missed for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Criswell in the circle to the plate. Umpire likes that one, says it's a strike. So it's 0-2 with 2 outs and a runner at first. Reeves really in right field. About 5 steps off of being straight away in center field. And left field is straight away. 2 outs, an 0-2 count. Pitch high. Hitter is Wilson, 1 for 3. That wind has been active. Now, when it dies down, that doesn't mean it's completely out of here, but it's a big-time gusting wind today. You've been able to hear a lot of it. They'll check the umpire, the base umpire, and she didn't go around. That makes the count 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a runner on first. Infield at normal depth. Andrea Criswell steps into the circle on the plate. Struck her out. Leave a runner on first. No runs scored in that one. And that is a Winstead Real Estate Land Company strikeout. We'll be back on Sports 731.
Skyhawk Rentals offers a versatile management style covering both residential and commercial properties, as well as offering combined sales and property management services. If you're an owner looking to address your real estate and property management needs, we're it. If you're a tenant in need of an affordable space to live and work, we'll help you find your nest. As the largest property management company in the area, we'll work hard to meet your needs and provide superior customer service. To find out more, call Skyhawk Rentals at 731-587-2937 or stop by 224 South Lindell Street today.
Back in the Winstead Real Estate and Land Company Broadcast Center. Coach Joe Holloway with you, bringing you Lady Charger softball here on Sports 731 and the Westview Charger Athletic Facebook page. Game day sponsors, Precision Auto Body and First Response Security Services. Post-game show today brought to you by Wendell Alexander Realty and the Hawks Nest Sports Venue. Top performer, ARS Roofing and American Roofing Soft Wash. Skyhawk Rentals with the fan cam. And then we will give you some more of our sponsors as we go along. Please go by and tell these people you appreciate them and that you like what they've done for the Charger Athletic broadcast. We have the football, basketball, baseball, and softball. Hope to be with you on Friday. Pay attention to the Facebook page and the app of Sports 731, and you can learn a lot, not only about Westview athletics, but athletics in general. We may even let my good friend Roger Vestal put something on the sports page. And I know Jared has put things up there. Jared Mims, former great player at Lambeth University. We got a lot of athletic people. I got one of the great players of Trenton Peabody next to me, Dean Elliott. Jolie McVeigh, the first baseman, who's done a good job over there, leading off, pops this one up to her counterpart at first, but the second baseman comes on, calls her off, and takes that one. One out in the inning. Carson Polizzi, fine shortstop, coming up to the plate. She scored one run today. First pitch to her is a ball. She walked back in the first, was on with an error in the fourth when she scored. That pitch low and inside. Gets away from the catcher a little bit. 2 balls, no strikes. Edmonton's gone 101 pitches now. And remind everybody this is an elimination game. Lady Pioneers with the lead over the Lady Chargers. Swung on and missed. Felicia, sophomore, like we said, does a good job in the shortstop position. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. The pop-up that the second baseman called off the first baseman. Wind picking up again. This one hit to right field. Wind giving a little trouble, but a dandy job by Emma Pruitt out there. She had to work hard to get that one because the wind gusted just about the time the ball started getting up in the air. Lexus Tate, wearing 57, the designated hitter. The courtesy runner for her back in the, or actually the re-entry runner. There's a strike. Scored back in the fourth. Tate 0 for 2 officially. Outfield backs up a little bit. Strong hitter. Has hit a couple of really hard line drives that went foul. That pitch high and outside. 1-1 the count. Wind really blowing hard right now. Pitch high. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 6th. They play 7 in softball unless it's tied, or you get a run rule game. This is not a run rule game. Baltimore chop. Gets by, picked up, zoomed over to first, and a good job by Zoe Matt for the 3rd out. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. The end of 6. It's Gibson County 12, Westview 5. We'll be back for the top of the 7th after this.
In the world of sports, precision and excellence define champions. Dynamics Physical Therapy is dedicated to enhancing athletic performance and preventing injuries by serving schools and their athletes. Elevate your game with Dynamics. Visit dynamics.life to learn more.
We are back here, and we are in the Winstead Real Estate and Land Company press box. Lady Charger softball. Game day sponsors Precision Auto Body and First Response Security Services. Weekly Ford Nissan, another one of our sponsors. We'll pick up some more. We'll remind you about the post-game show, and we'll tell you who's bringing that. Our top performer for the Lady Chargers. There is a strike on a nice fastball to Avery Stockton. Stockton 1 for 3 today. Westview needing base runners as they trail by 7. Pitch high. And again, you've seen 2 styles of pitching. You've seen the windmill. You've seen now the slingshotter. Both styles have their advantages. They throw underhanded so they don't have a pitch count. There is a tough to hit pitch for strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Avery Stockton. Avery held up, started to go, but held up, makes it a 2-2 count. Reeves in a little bit in right field. Center fielder about 5 steps off, and I think that's so she can see around the pitcher of the straight line. Stockton fouls this one away, and that scatters a few fans. Got to be focused when you're out watching things. I believe that some of the Ripley football players have come by to watch. Not sure who the second game is. This one's an elimination game. I saw Union City for one of them. And I believe will we have the Union City broadcast or not? No Union City broadcast today. There's a strikeout in the top of the 7th for the first out. And, of course, all strikeouts are brought to you by Winstead Real Estate and Land Company. Andrea Criswell checks her armband. And, again, she's got the groove now on that outside. She's painting that outside corner of the plate quite well. To the hitter, Molly Jackson. Jackson also 1 for 3 today with that open stance. Watch her stride. And there's strike 2. And actually, she starts with the open stance, gets her foot centered to a balanced stance before she goes into her swing. Watch the footwork and watch the pitch. You can see both at the same time. Foul that one off, hanging tough. Jackson will start with the open stance, and before Criswell lets go of it, she's back balanced like she is now. But see the open foot, and then watch the motion, and watch her move that foot, and now the ball on the way. Popped up. Will it get down? No, it carries all the way with this win out to the center fielder, Allman. 2 outs in the inning. Zoe Matt coming up there, hoping to keep things alive. Criswell's thrown 133 pitches. Zoe Matt is 1 for 2 on the day, had an outstanding play diving into the hole to take a line drive. Here's one hit on the ground, goes foul. Third baseman Mathis hustling over there to make sure it was foul. Don't forget the post-game show brought to you by Wendell Alexander Realty in the Hawks Nest Sports Venue. And we'll have top performers, ARS Roofing and American Roofing Soft Wash. That pitch outside, catcher tried to help frame it by moving it just a little. Umpire right on top of the game here. 1-1. 1-1, the count, 2 outs. Zoe Matt trying to get on to keep her team's inning going. Fouls this one off. Makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes. 135 pitches, but again in softball, it's not a strain on the arm. 1-2 pitch from the circle. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And that is a Winstead Real Estate Land Company strikeout. Final score, Gibson County Lady Pioneers 12, the Westview Lady Chargers 5. We'll come back with the post-game show after this.
Come see Premier Furniture with 2 great locations in downtown McKenzie and in Union City. They've got everything to make your house feel like home. From cozy bedding to stylish dinette sets, recliners, sectionals, sofas, love seats, and more. Add the perfect touch with entertainment consoles, accent chairs, bedroom suites, and accessories to match your style. Whether you're furnishing a new space or updating your favorite room, it's well worth the drive to Premier Furniture in McKenzie and Union City. Weekly Ford Nissan has been in business for over 60 years, showcasing the complete line of Ford vehicles like Ford Mustang, Bronco, Explorer, Escape, Expedition, and Ranger, and F-150 trucks. Plus, you'll find a full line of Nissan vehicles, such as the Nissan Versa, Sentra, and Altima sedans, plus Rogue, Pathfinder, Murano, Kicks, and Frontier trucks, and a great selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Weekly Ford Nissan offers their warranty forever on all new and select pre-owned vehicles. And, of course, their complete parts and service department. Shop online at weeklyauto.com or visit 841 North Lindell Street in Martin.
Hey folks, if you're considering buying or selling your home, listen up. Winstead Real Estate and Land Company is West Tennessee's #1 choice for buying and selling real estate. From spacious family homes to large land tracts, they have the expertise to skillfully help you maneuver the market. Winstead Real Estate and Land Company is your full-service home solution, every step, every detail, all in-house. So why wait? Visit Winstead Real Estate and Land Company in Martin, Tennessee, or at winsteadrealestateandland.com, where you can always expect the very best.
Need reliable auto body repair? Turn to Precision Auto Body, your trusted family-owned shop with locations in Martin, Milan, and Dyersburg. Whether it's a small fender bender or a major collision repair, their expert team has you covered with quality work and fast service. Precision Auto Body takes pride in serving the community and they're proud supporters of Westview Chargers athletics. So when your vehicle needs attention, trust the name that puts precision in every repair. Precision Auto Body.
Back for the Wendell Alexander Realty and the Hawks Nest Sports Venue post-game show. Game day sponsors today, Precision Auto Body, First Response Security Services, Winstead Real Estate and Land Company broadcast booth and center. Hope you enjoy the Skyhawk Rentals fan cam shots. ARS Roofing and American Roofing Soft Wash will bring you the player of the game. Some additional sponsors, Weekly Ford Nissan, Dynamics Physical Therapy, West Tennessee Public Utilities, Tux Discount Sales, Precision Auto Body of Martin, Premier Furniture. Westview falls to the Gibson County team after surrendering a big 4th inning. Westview took the lead. It was tied up, and then the Lady Pioneers had the lead. Westview took it back, and it flipped back and forth, but both teams had big 4th innings. The 8-run lead kind of wiped out the accomplishment of the 4-run inning for Westview to take that away. Byers went 2 for 4 from the plate and led the team with 3 runs. Batted in. Edmondson walked twice in the game. Kendall and Matt stole 2 bases. Gibson County, we'll give you the box score. Some people that had big days. Allman, Summers, Mathis, Criswell, and Avery Owens, their catcher, all had big days. The line score on the game Westview, 5 runs, 6 hits, but made 3 big errors that really hurt them. Gibson County, 12 runs, 13 hits, 1 error. And as we told you, Sarah Beth Byers, 2 hits, a double and a triple. And, of course, Lexi Edmondson went all the way, took the loss. She gave up in 6 innings, 13 hits, 12 runs. 8 of those runs were earned. 4 of them were not, or they were not earned runs. She struck out 4, walked 4. Threw 108 pitches, 65 of them strikes, faced 35 batters. For the Gibson County Lady Pioneers, Allman had 2 hits and 2 RBIs. Criswell had 2 hits. Avery Owens, the catcher, outstanding day. She had 3 hits and 4 RBIs. 2 hits for Mathis. Summers with 2 hits. And their pitching, Criswell went all the way, 7 innings. Gave up 6 hits, 5 runs. All 5 were earned. Walked 5, struck out 12. And threw 136 pitches. 86 of them were strikes and faced 33 batters. Now, the American Roofing, or ARS Roofing and American Roofing Soft Wash player of the game is Sarah Beth Byers with her 2 hits, a double and a triple, and 3 RBIs. And we want you to go by and say something to all of our sponsors. And please tell the game day sponsors you like the extra they gave us, because the TSSAA does charge fees for tournament games, whether it's football, baseball, basketball, ping pong, ice hockey, mumbly peg, or any of those sports like that. And we are through with softball for the year, as this was an elimination game. A very young Charger team will come back next year, and I guarantee you they're going to give you some excitement next year. And for my great crew, Ray and Dean, I'm going to say may the 4th be with you. And this is May 4th. And for all of you out there, thanks for your time this time. Till next time, good afternoon all.